after social media went crazy with theories about how a young woman was killed in rural Virginia in a widely publicized dog mauling incident. Local law enforcement officials have revealed gruesome details to put the case to rest. Bethany Lynn Stevens' bloody, mauled body was found in a wooded area of Goochland County being guarded by her two pet bull dogs, according to WTVR. Goochland County Sheriff James Agnew initially reported only that the dogs had caused Stevens' death, but after rampant speculation and disbelief on social media that the dogs were responsible, the sheriff decided to release more information than he usually would. "Let me cut right to the chase. The most important detail that we did not release, because we were worried about the well-being of the family, is that in the course of trying to capture the dogs early Friday morning. We turned and looked. I observed, as well as 4 other deputy sheriffs, the dogs eating the ribcage on the body," Agnew said. The sheriff's unusual statement was prompted by the national interest the case generated as word of the bizarre death spread in traditional news outlets and on social media. Trending: "Thieves steal U-Haul. Then abandon it after taking just one look in the back," as the Blaze reported. A gruesome story of a Virginia woman who was mauled by her own dogs and killed is taking an unprecedented turn as law enforcement officials try to tamp down conspiracy theories on social media. In particular, the sheriff was addressing those who doubted the dog theory and instead accused the police of looking for an easy explanation when a human killer could be on the loose. There was initially a person considered to be a threat to Stevens. However, Agnew emphasized that foul play was almost certainly not a factor in her death. In fact, CAT scans and X-rays done prior to the autopsy essentially ruled out homicide, as there were no broken bones or signs of strangulation. Plus, Stevens' cell phone was found in half with bite marks on it. Others speculated that a larger animal, such as a bear, was responsible for the attack, and the dogs were guarding her body in an effort to protect Stevens from further attack. The sheriff determined that was unlikely, too, because the bite marks found on the victim's head were consistent with those made by dogs. Sheriff Sergeant Mike Blackwood gave some insight into why the dogs, who had been described by Stevens' friends as nonviolent, may have turned on their owner. Related: the dogs had been living inside with Stevens before she moved and left the animals in an outside kennel at her father's house. There, they had little human contact and Stevens only visited them about 5 times a week, Blackwood told reporters, according to the Washington Post. That type of change in surroundings and diminished attention could have contributed to the attack, Liz Stello, a clinician at the veterinary school at the University of California at Davis, told the Post. The dogs were destroyed Saturday morning, with their bodies being preserved for toxicology tests to help determine a more definite story about what happened in the woods that day. We will be praying for Stevens' family during this difficult time. Like and share this article on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what you think about the sheriff having to reveal gruesome details in an effort to put the community at ease. Do you believe this woman was killed by her pit bull dogs? Scroll down to comment below.